Welcome everybody. I am Adam McKinney-Drew. Welcome to the show Sweet Nectar, where we talk about everything, anything, and everything in between. I am joined by my co-host. Oh man, what did I put you down as this week? The Kurd, the Bushwater, Mr. Off-Brand Rick himself. Oh, Chris Warwick. Welcome.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the podcast, you Yeti-footed Appalachian lepers. Welcome back to another episode. Thanks everybody for hopping in. Appreciate you guys.
Episode 5. Happy St. Patty's Day. We're joined by our guest today. First guest ever on the show.
Let me light up that mustache.
Danny O'Neill. Woo!
Hell,
welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Going great.
Good? You having a good day? Alright. Beautiful.
Chris, I just wanted to say thank you for saying Appalachia right.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I got you, dude. Cheers to that.
He misspelled it, though.
That's fine. As long as you pronounce it right.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Kombucha. Oh yeah, cheers, toast. Yeah. We got toast on the side there.
Toast on the side.
Yeah, I'm pointing to the wrong side. I'm also looking at the big screen.
Beautiful.
We got a big screen now too.
What's the sweet nectar of the night, Chris?
Sweet nectar of the night is a fine Pilsner. Some might say, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Miller Lite, baby.
I was looking into this, and out of all the domestic beers, they say Miller Lite is brewed the best. That's completely biased off the internet.
Completely biased.
I'm not saying it's
Brewed
true.
the best.
Yeah, well, you know, out of Bud Light, Miller Lite, and what's the other one? It's Coors Light, and who cares else?
Bud Light? You say that?
They sell Miller Lite.
You said Miller Lite is brewed the best. What's the first one you said? Bud
Light?
Yep.
Okay, there it is. Well, I'll tell you what. What's new? Anything new?
New this week.
New this week.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of fuel stuff going on. You know, the typical. A lot more than the plumbing shop, some might say. But yeah, no, I don't know. Dude, it's been a good week. It's been a long week. No RDO, but I don't know. I'm feeling good, feeling frisky, ready to hear about some forbidden night crawlers.
Nice, nice. Dude, I got something new. I literally watched Chris Rock's new special last night. And, you know, after the famous Will Smith slap, everybody called him a bitch. Oh, sorry for cussing. But, you know, it's kind of true. But, dude, it was very, very good. I literally give that stand-up 9 out of 10. It was awesome. Huh. He literally talked about how America is, like, addicted to attention. Dude, I'm a firm believer in that shit too. He just talks about how it's a different America. Well, dude, what do I call it? I call it the victim generation. He literally talked about how everyone in America wants to be a victim. And he's like, that's exactly why I never came out and did an interview about Will Smith. He's like, I don't want to be a victim myself, even though I got slapped on national television. He goes, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a victim. He goes, everybody wants to be a victim in America. Mad props, Chris Rock. Even though you don't know me, I'm mckinney-drew, but whatever. Maybe we'll be friends later. But yeah, tonight's episode is our boy Danny O'Neill. Daniel? Dude, what do you even like to be called?
Danny
Nope. From the block. Yeah, so man, he's a boy from Boston-ish. You know, whatever, and dude, he's got some mad conspiracy theories, paranormal. We don't even know what we're gonna get into tonight. I didn't tell Chris anything because I don't want him to know.
Yeah, so he's going in blind, so I'm gonna be asking him a lot of the questions.
I'm ready for it, dude. I'm excited to hear. Adam's been hyping it up all week long.
Dude, there's some good stuff in here.
If you guys don't know, we're pretty raw on this. We fucking love this shit. Like I
fucking love this
shit. Dude, I love conspiracy theories, paranormal, ghost stories, all that. And so this is going to be a cool episode. Episode 5, ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Nectar, let's go. Danny, it's all yours, man. The floor is yours.
Let's go. First, bud?
I want to ask you, have you ever heard of the Dyatlov Pass?
Dyatlov Pass?
Yep.
No, I have not.
No. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to give you a brief rundown, right? Yeah. I'll give you a good rundown. Okay. So, these Russian hikers, there was 10 of them at first. One of them dropped out because they were sick. Good for that guy, right? Because the rest of them died.
I might have heard about this.
Okay. Have you?
I might have.
Alright. Well, so I've had the other one here in my notes. I think the other one I kind of have like a pretty good theory on what happened. This one, I have no idea. Like, I firmly do not know what could have happened here. Mm-hmm. But so one of them dropped out. The other 9 go into these are all experienced hikers, right? They all go out. They all die. So fucking 2 months later, they find So they were supposed to be at this place, or like wherever the end of the hike is. They were supposed to be there. They weren't there, so they called search and rescue people. Search and rescue people go out and find 4 of the, I think it was 4 actually, 4 of the 9 people that were supposed to be out there under a tree. So they find their tent first, like the camp.
Yeah.
They find footprints leading out of it. There's no one in the camp. They find the tents. They were slashed open from the inside. So the only thing that indicates is that there was something going on, right?
Yeah.
These were all experienced hikers, by the way. Like, they all knew what the fuck they were doing. Cut the tents open from the inside. They all run out. They find them under this tree, like it's a huge, like, cedar tree.
All of them under this tree?
No, like the bodies that they found at first. Like I think it was 5 or 4. I think it was 4, yeah.
Yeah.
So they find them under this tree, like all super underdressed, and they died from exposure, so from the cold, right?
Okay.
So 2 months go by, and they don't find the rest of the bodies. Later on, they find them. So like the first 4 died from hypothermia, right? So that was like even though they didn't find the other bodies, that was the cause of death for like the entire group.
Yeah.
So they find the other 5. One of them is missing her eyebrows and her eyeballs.
The brows, though?
Yeah, the brows.
Damn.
One of them's missing her tongue. Another one is, so I think 2 of the bodies are missing their eyeballs, but one of the dudes has, like, his chest is completely caved in, and the coroner like completely, like, ribs shattered, fucking sternum
1 inch
cracked.
punch.
Yeah. Like some anime shit, like fucking.
1 punch, dude.
Yep. And the coroner who ended up, like, doing the autopsy on all these people said that the amount of force it would have taken to do that to a human body is comparable to a car crash.
Damn.
Yep. And what do you think the cause of death for these people were, like, off the top of your head? Like, if you had to guess, what do you think the cause of
Like,
death?
if I was a coroner and I was like, I had to place something on this,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wind chill?
Wind chill?
Yeah.
I mean, that's reasonable. So, the official cause of death that Russia labeled for these people was a compelling force that they could not overcome.
Dude, I think I know what you're talking about, but keep on going.
I mean, what do you think about that, though? A compelling force. Like, that was, like, Russia was like, that's it.
To me, that you cannot... It sounds like, I don't know, another, like, an outside entity, you know? Like, some kind of supernatural kind of force, to me.
So, a lot of people... I mean, so I don't believe in, like... I don't personally believe in Bigfoot, right? But there's a lot of people that are like, oh, yeah, the Yeti.
Yeah!
Like, the Yeti's the only
Just when they
explanation.
fucking spooned their eyes?
Yeah.
You Yeti
When did it spoon their eyes? So, but, you know, people will say that when, like, people die or whatever, and, like, there's, like, small animals, like, fucking, like, squirrels or whatever the hell, like, feasting on the body, like, they'll go for the soft parts first, so, like, the eyes and
I've
the
seen
tongue.
that firsthand, dude.
One of those, have you?
Yeah. A very small hiker, that borderline dwarf in my county, went out hiking one day, went on a squirrel hunt, but it was in the middle of the winter, so they were technically out of season. But whatever, dude. He went out there and he was shooting them, right? Shot a bunch of squirrels. Next thing we fucking know, dude, the local police are putting out this report, and this guy literally got mauled by a pack of fucking squirrels. Red-tailed squirrels. Came up and just...
How did that happen? Did he pass out?
Dude, I know
No,
exactly
just
how it happened.
Fucking 50 of them jumped on his neck. What are you gonna do against 50 squirrels?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Have you seen that?
They fucking... Yes, I swear. They fucking ate this guy.
Have you seen that fucking episode of Rick and Morty where he's sitting there with the helmet and he's, like, talking to the squirrel? The squirrels are like, he knows what we're saying.
Bro, no, squirrels
That's
are
exactly
smart.
what happened to him,
Dude, he came down there and like, fucking, came right down, all over the jugulars, dude. Dead.
The jugular.
You guys are freaking me out. You guys make me never want to take
Yeah,
a hike in a fucking park again.
Just don't talk to the squirrels, bro. I think that's what he did.
It's like, oh, look at this little snoochie on here.
He's like, oh, he's so cute.
Wow.
Yep.
50
You
of
gotta
them
say,
on
wah!
me. Next thing you know,
Yep.
they're like, did you hear what happened to McKinney?
Woo!
Walking through
There it
the park.
is. Yeah.
Wasn't jogging. We know McKinney. He wasn't jogging. He was walking.
Woo!
So, like I was
What
saying,
about aliens, bro?
aliens could have happened. They actually did report lights in the area.
Wait.
Boom,
Like
there it
a
is.
separate
Lights off.
hiking group did report lights in the area.
It's not the Yeti,
Um,
man. It's those guys.
Those guys.
Those guys.
Which ones?
The aliens.
Reasonable. So there's, I mean, aliens, the Yeti, the KGB, hypothermia. I mean, I don't know how hypothermia can cave someone's chest in, an avalanche. Like, there's a bunch of different theories about how this happened, right?
Were they covered? In snow or no?
Yeah, but they were in. I mean, so the first bodies that they found were covered in snow, but it was only like an inch or two. Like you know, like average. Like it had been snowing, so obviously.
Yeah.
There would be snow on them. The second group of bodies did have snow on them also, but they got found 2 months later. So like not like an unexplainable amount of snow, like they died in a blizzard or some shit, or like an avalanche.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
What was it called? Diablo.
Dyatlov.
Diablo.
It was named after the hiking group.
Pass.
Because the person, I think his name is Igor Dyatlov. The person that was leading the hiking group. Yeah. But. So they all die, and then it's labeled as a compelling force, which doesn't really explain anything. I don't think they had any idea.
Yeah.
Any idea. So in 2018, they reopened the case because I think one of the people that had one of the people that went on that hike had a name, or they believed that his name was being used by someone else. So like someone else that had like either killed this person or this person went missing, and then he came back as this guy, and this guy like was pretending to be him, something like that.
Yeah.
So the case got reopened, and that ended up bringing it back to the public, and it got brought back to the public, and then Russia, like I think 2 years later, said that it was a slab avalanche, which is basically like an avalanche that like isn't like, you know, like the crazy like roaring ones you see in like movies and shit. It's just like a quiet one that just, you know, like the snow like fucking comes off and slides down the mountain.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense because if you remember from how they found the first bodies, they found them because of the footprints from the tents.
Mm-hmm.
Impacted by tons of snow.
Yeah, the first ones wouldn't have died from hypothermia, and they found the people that died, like the second pair of bodies they found, like the ones that had all been mauled. They were wearing clothes from the first group, like that had been confirmed to be owned by that first group of people.
Oh no shit! So they nabbed their fucking snacks.
Yeah, to try and stay warm.
Yeah, the old.
Which is still like one of those things, which is like, why did they cut the tent open in an emergency? Like they cut the tent open from the inside. Like, I mean, have you ever been camping?
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to zip open the tent, you know.
No, they were terrified.
Horrified of something. So, it doesn't make any sense why the first group of people died from hypothermia, and then the second ones they found died from, or at least, because if you look at the first, like, a bunch of them, right, like, you know, like small critters, sure, I don't know how they're going to open the mouth and eat the entire tongue. Like, the coroner report says that the tongue was missing. Like, not like it had been ripped out or it had been eaten, it was gone. Completely gone. Eyeballs gone, but only on 2 of them, and then that dude's chest had been completely caved in. It's ridiculous.
Eyeballs were gone?
But I want to ask you what you think is the most plausible answer. So there still is no like reason like for this. So Russia officially declared that it was an avalanche that killed them. People immediately saw that and they were like, nah, because the footprints.
Yeah. So personally,
I'm gonna stop you right there, Chris. It's aliens. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know. I've heard a similar story to this. It's actually not the same one that you're talking about,
Yeah.
but in this other one. So to answer your question, right? I don't know. It sounds there's either a Jason-esque character out there,
Oh shit.
you know, lurking in the hills,
went there.
or a Yeti,
Yeah.
something large. But what makes a tongue disappear? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Completely vanished. Like it was just gone. And the
It's
coroner
just
completely
terrifying.
like overlooked that in the report. Like talked about it like it was no big deal. Like he was just like, yeah, the tongue is missing.
You're like, yeah, the tongue's gone, but that's not our concern.
Yeah, like it makes
And
no
they're like,
sense.
please tell me what is our concern.
The caved-in chest.
He's like, our concern is the compelling.
A compelling force that they could not overcome.
Yeah.
That's
That
just
explains
ridiculous.
nothing.
Dude, so
That's true.
the other one that I heard of, right? Basically same circumstances, right?
Mhm.
But the only thing is, though, there was witnesses to this.
Yeah.
There was like I don't remember the exact, so anybody can look it up, I don't know, just type in some random shit, it might come up.
Toast.
But whatever, so these hikers went out, right? Experienced hikers,
Mhm.
kind of same scenario, walk up on a scene of a bunch of dead people, they weren't where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Turns out there was 1 to 2 survivors. The 1 to 2 survivors said that literally they got up to this one, it was like a ridge, I guess you could call it, right? Like a snow ridge or whatever.
Periwinkle Ridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they were up there camping. And all of a sudden they said they were overcome by these noises. They started out light at first and they slowly got heavier and heavier. And by like, what I mean by heavier is like they were ringing in their ears heavier.
Yeah.
And it literally, they said everybody one by one started going insane. Different and different.
So I think I know what you're talking about, and I think it's a different thing.
Is that
So
what you're gonna bring up?
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I heard about that.
So,
And
so
you didn't tell me either.
So this is
that one.
I know. That's, like I was excited for you to come in and not really know anything. So I looked into both of these cases. I had like seen both of them before. So the one you're talking about is the Kamar Daban incident. So these.
The incident.
Yeah, that incident.
Yep.
Yeah, the Rendlesham Forest incident.
So not going insane, right? So there's this one girl that survived. So there were these kayakers that find her. They're just going down a river, you know, doing like normal like white people shit, like kayaking and stuff like that.
Yeah, headbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that nonsense. And they find this chick running, like sprinting down like this riverbed.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was completely quiet on this entire incident for like years. Like it took her a long time to open up about this. She told the police and that was it. Like she didn't like refuse to talk about this. So this lady, I forget what her name was, but she took
Susan.
Was it Susan?
Sure.
No, definitely.
No.
What?
But I got overcome by a yeti, the spirit of a yeti.
It was a
Susan
compelling
said what?
force.
Susan said what?
So this group wasn't as experienced as like the former group of hikers, right? Like these were all like probably. So it was one lady and she took these like group of teenagers out. Like it was like kind of like a like Boy Scout group.
Beautiful.
But you know more progressive because there was women in there, and
Get your popcorn.
yeah.
Get your Thin Mints.
So this is the one I think I have a pretty decent idea of like what happened, and like it's like the kind of like accepted theory. So they go out on this hike, right, and then one of them just drops, like starts choking, starts bleeding from their eyes and their ears, drops dead. So
Poisoned.
So one of them goes and checks on his body, same thing, drops dead. It's the exact same thing for like pretty much everyone else. So the one chick that survived, like the teacher goes over and like checks on the two kids because you know like that's you know these two kids die and you know she comes back, she's fucked.
Yeah.
So she goes over and checks these two kids, dead. Same thing, like they all start dropping one by one, and this one chick you know had the brains to be like I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
And she just booked it.
3.8 GPA.
So, like frothing at the mouth, like blood coming out of their ears and eyes. Do you know anything that could maybe cause that?
So dude, I don't even remember what the fuck I watched, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, like in a roundabout way, they basically said that certain channels of these fucking mountains or whatever the fuck you're on,
Yeah.
they channel sound and wind in a certain. This is such a far out theory, dude. I don't know.
Dude, all the theories are far out.
You know?
Yeah.
But dude, so apparently these hills and valleys can channel this wind, right? And it hits it exactly at the right pitch and all this crazy shit, right? To where when like if you were to ring a certain kind of tone right now, everybody in here would start bleeding from their ears, right?
Yeah.
So apparently these fucking whatever they channels this shit and it hit in this right. They walked into this correct spot to where it was hitting them in this maybe this 4 foot radius to where it was just smacking their ears. Dude, but I don't know. That's the only theory that I've heard, and that's the only one that fucking makes sense.
So the one that I heard is that, so the Dyatlov Pass and this one happened like in the same kind of time frame, but the fact that they all died like probably within like 10 minutes of each other, and that one chick was like, all right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So that spot like is confirmed to you like previously have been a KGB like testing area.
Oh no shit.
So like the one that I believe at least in like one of the common theories is that it was probably like nerve gas.
Just leaking out of the ground.
Yeah, so like that shit is super dense and like sits in the ground, and so like when they like started walking over it, maybe they had been like the only people over there. Like Russians had been like recently testing it, but when they walked over it, like that was it. Like because as soon as they stepped on like the ground, like they pushed like the air up, and then that was it. Like she just like that one survivor might have just got lucky, because she said like the person that was standing next to her like because so like she was so like. Say like from me to like toast, right? So the person that was standing next to her, like dead, like just dropped dead, like same thing, like as soon like the same as everyone else, and she was like, all right,
on a pocket.
yeah,
you know,
that's like the theory, but so like the reason I like brought up that one, or like I was gonna bring up that one, but you fucking beat me to it, and the Dyatlov one is that like there's like a pretty like common like you know understanding of like what could have happened there. You know, like they were trying to beat us and like everything, so like nerve gas, obviously.
Yeah.
But the Dyatlov Pass, like, there's a lot of theories, right, that answer, like, 1 or 2 questions, but leave a couple ones, like, completely unanswered. Like, avalanche, sure, like, that's fine, right? But how did these people that died... So, like, the tents are right here, the people that died of hypothermia are right here, and then the people that died from, like, the brutal wounds are, like, way over here. How did these people die of hypothermia and these ones died from, like, brutal injuries, right?
That's true. Dude.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Kristen Chewy said the tongue is the easiest muscle to access.
Is it?
Who the fuck? Who the fuck said that?
I don't even know. Kristen Tui.
I don't know.
Kristen, that's Kirsten.
Your sister
buddy.
said Chris is asleep again.
Listen, Jess is probably...
Toasty question.
I can't say
If
that
you
'cause
had
of college.
to, would you fight a Yeti or 50 squirrels?
Oh,
Hot take toast.
oh,
Hot take
dude,
toast.
look at
I
that.
would fight a 50 squirrels over a Yeti.
I'm taking 50 squirrels.
What? Chris Nice Snooch. Thank you, Kev. I know exactly who the fuck
Who
you
is
are,
that?
pal. That's Ram. Asshole Goozle Bear, dude. He knows.
Grizzlebear.
What else was said here?
How
about
Torque's
100
mom?
squirrels? My cousin, Toast, our
So we gotta answer
human
these
on
comments.
the side. Daily!
We gotta take a
Daily,
break.
what's up, bro? Love you, dude.
Yeah, love you. Hey, so Mary Jo says that she had an encounter with a large UFL, as Chris calls it. Please write it in the chat. We'll discuss it. We can talk about that shit all
bring it
fucking
on.
day.
Yeah.
Yo, we got a lot of them. What's a snooch? Good question, Jessica. Chris?
So a snooch is the part of your
It's a person you don't like.
So no, the snooch is a part of the squanch, which
Chris
is also
is a
a part of
snooch.
the human anatomy, which sits right between the grundle, the groin, and then the buttocks.
I thought it was kind of closer.
Going in the buttocks.
See, because I thought it was kind of closer to the scrungus, but I might not be completely
The
right.
scrungus.
Dude, the strongest among us.
Yep.
Good
Way
point.
to
Good
bring that
point.
up. So you have your groin.
You have your
the
grundle next
buttocks.
to your groin and your buttocks.
Yeah.
And your grundus amundix.
Say it for him.
Dude, anatomy is crazy.
The scrungus?
The scrungus is right in between both those, but it's closer to the asshole.
True. Dude, I literally took a semester of nursing. I know
Exactly.
what I'm talking about.
Chris's eyes are slanted right now. That's hilarious, Jess, because look up your fucking, what do they call that?
A jar?
No, you did ancestry tree, buddy. You'll be surprised. You're adopted. All right, moving on. So, the
Who's
snooch.
Khalif Daly?
That's my buddy. Love Khalif.
So,
So,
about all that
listen, let me explain the
How are
snooch. God damn it, dude. What's up, Pepper? Actually, I'm Salt. Sorry.
Listen.
I forgot. It's
Sorry,
been 8
man.
years.
We're going on these little rants and we
So,
get back. 50
this-
squirrels toast.
No, the snooch. So the snooch is directly on the end of the ball sack.
Grundle.
For men.
Grundle.
No, the grundle's in a different spot.
Well,
Right?
Let him explain. He's the expert.
Jesus
Okay,
H.
grundle at first.
No, the grundle's in a certain area. I already
Look up
explained
a
that
grundle.
twice now. Stop.
Look up a grundle.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Nobody can...
Grundle. Now, sling for...
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Come on now. Split it.
There
the
we go.
region between the anus and the... I thought you were making that up. I thought you were doing
No.
a bit.
No.
I apologize.
Everything
Hey, give it here, bud.
Nobody
You're a
can see
smart
this.
guy, dude.
He's an expert. That's why you need to learn to do the talking.
Transfer-
I literally
back,
took
buddy.
a semester of nursing. Didn't even know what a grundle was.
All right, now listen, everybody.
Give him a
Let
shot in the
me
grundle.
finish the snooch explanation. Right? So the
Look up
snooch
Scooch, Toast.
sits right... Stop it right now. I've been trying to explain this for 5 minutes. The snooch sits right on the end of the male genitalia, aka the balls. And it sits there and it basically is just a proverbial lookout for all the microorganisms that sit there. And that's all that it is. God damn, dude, that took so fucking long. It's just the proverbial outlook for the microorganisms that live down there.
Chris
Now,
has been
continue
drinking.
on. Thank you.
For no annotation.
Snatch, Jess, you know what a snatch is. Don't bring that up here, all right? You've already been adopted. I don't want to hear it.
Jess.
What is a zesty taint? Nobody said that.
Who said that?
Jess,
Oh.
if you want to know, look it up. All right, moving on. I love you, by the way.
Alright.
Alright.
What other topics you got here, Danny boy?
So I want to hear his theories, like which. So you got Yeti. So, like nerve gas is what I believe to be what happened to the Kamar Deban group, but the Dyatlov Pass group. You got Yeti. You got avalanche. You got KGB. I don't know if the KGB is gonna fucking leave 4 people alive to die of hypothermia and then cave one person's chest in and take their eyeballs and their tongue. You got aliens, and you got I just get like I guess like hypothermia for the rest of them, but that doesn't explain.
Crazy.
It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
So listen to this, like, hey, you know.
Or you got a compelling force.
You know that Netflix documentary that just came out about that plane that went missing? Of course.
Yeah,
The Malaysia?
The Malaysia
Yeah.
flight.
724.
That's
It really
bullshit.
is.
There's no way.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
Look that up.
I don't believe
Let's
you.
look
Dude.
that up. This guy's ridiculous.
Malaysia
man.
flight
You gotta
what
keep
went
him
missing?
on
It
a
definitely
leash.
started with
You
a
gotta keep
4.
him on a leash.
What Malaysia flight went missing?
Malaysia
definitely
flight
started with a
370. 370.
It definitely started with a 4.
What'd you say?
370. Exactly what I said.
That's what I said. All right. Anyways, so flight. Yeah,
370.
Malaysia
I was
flight
wrong, but I'm glad you're right.
370 goes
Look
missing.
it up for the folks. Did the folks
Dude,
can't see that?
so I was getting tattooed to finish my sleeve, guys, and
Malaysia
there's-
flight 746. -4 and then 46.
what the hell is that?
Plus
got to do with
3
anything?
and then -6.
What did it
370.
do? What did it do?
It disappeared, buddy.
374 and 370 disappeared?
No, just 370.
No,
I said
there was 2 of them
That's
that
what
were
I
missing.
said.
No, it's literally on video. I said it. You said
Bring it up, Toast.
You said
I'm just kidding. Can't bring that
Back it
up. All right, switch back to our gorgeous faces.
See how
and then
hard
Adam.
it is to be Chris's friend at a
Yeah.
constant?
Show Adam,
At a
please.
constant?
Look at what
Hey.
I'm dealing with.
What do you mean?
The fighting.
I literally... Cougars love me. Here's what's up. So, you go out there. Flight Malaysia 370 gets, abducted
Yeah.
by an alien. Just kidding. But it disappears. And when I was getting my tattoo, these guys were talking about, these tattoo artists, they're like, what if the flight got hijacked and they took it to like some, test site and they tested on all these humans? That's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say.
Fair. Someone asked me if I could spell microorganisms.
Can
Yes,
Absolutely
yes,
not.
I can. Matter of fact.
Did they spell it for you? in the
Hey,
chat?
cover his eyes.
No. Is there 2 O's? Just someone tell me this before I start. Is there 2 O's or is there 1? Okay. I'm pretty sure Jessica, the adopted child, spelled it wrong. It's going to be M-I-C-R-O.
That's why their tongues were out.
Organisms, microorganisms. O-R-G-A-N-I-S-M-N.
Survivors went cannibal
No.
for sure. I agree.
Microorganisms.
I'm sorry, dude.
I didn't say an N, by the way.
I
It was
keep
just
putting on
a
my
segue.
glasses, guys,
Just a
because
segue.
I'm blind, and Chris is trying to teach me how to put in my contacts.
Survivors went cannibal for sure. Out of all these theories, listen, people ask me, queen of conspiracy theories, except they are facts. Once you know, you can't unknow. I didn't hear a single fact in there.
Who was that? Kirsten? Hey,
No, that
there's
was my
no
mom.
way they went cannibal. I can sit here and talk about cannibal stories of the pioneers who went to California.
Yep.
Those
What are
Donner
you talking
Party.
about?
Those fuckers went cannibal.
The Donner
But
Party.
the Donner Party, the Colorado cannibal. Dude, there's no way they went cannibal because they would have eaten the thighs first.
Exactly,
Because that's
dude.
always what's getting eaten first.
That's where all
That's
my
where the
meat
meat's
is.
at. They're not gonna
Yep.
sit there and eat the eyeballs and the tongue. That's the most fucked up thing to eat first.
Okay, well, if you
Listen,
want-
and if they're gonna say that the tongue, it's not the tongue.
I've never been a cannibal. Maybe you're looking at that tongue, dude, and you're
Well,
just like,
listen.
look at that big juicy fucking.
just a liquor.
Yeah.
Speaking of liquors,
No, listen, wait. These are hikers, right? These are hikers these are experienced hikers in the Dialog Pass, right? Like, they are hikers. They got thick thighs climbing up those mountains. That's the first part that's gonna get eaten 100%.
So we're assuming all these people are always hiking all the time. Because we live in Vegas, and people are like,
Oh, I'm a
on
hiker.
Bumble, big hiker, outdoors, don't swipe right unless you fucking hike all the time.
Hey, this
dude."
was in like this.
And I'm
was
like,
in,
dude, these people aren't hiking all the time. They don't even own a what's that, a Toyota? A Tundra? Is that what it's called?
Tundra.
Tundra, yeah.
What's the other one?
Who cares? People don't hike.
Yeah,
People just go on one hike a year and they're like, I'm a hiker, I hike all the time.
dude,
I'm so fucking annoyed with it.
this is before the era of like Tinder and Bumble and.
Yeah, dude, dating apps and hiking. Who
Yeah.
knows the correlation? What's another topic we got here, my guy?
Well, because he brought up the sound waves. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to talk about the M Cave and the disappearance of Kenny Beach.
Kenny Beach.
Yeah.
Please explain.
Hey, Christopher, you better look over here and listen.
I'm not even gonna read those comments. Someone said
Dude,
something real
what's-
fucked up.
Stop. Collaborate and listen.
You know the rest of the lyrics. Sing them.
Fuck.
Fucking
for the-
Chris is back with a new invention.
Edition.
Oh.
Edition.
Oh.
This is before my time. This is all you guys.
Dude, Vanilla Ice was hot, man. He was on.
That was fucking him?
Too bad he got sued.
No wonder I don't
What do you
know.
mean that was him?
Yeah, dude, he's friends with Adam Sandler. Everybody loves Adam.
I heard he's friends
Dude,
with Adam.
if your name
McKinney-Drew.
is Adam, hot take, cool guy. Cool guy.
I knew what Adam.
What do you think?
I knew
Good
what Adam.
name?
I knew an Adam back home, and he was pretty fucking lame.
Really?
Yeah.
What about
Skin me up, baby. Skin me up.
It might just be the Northeast Adams, but
What just happened right now?
Oh,
Hey,
fucking-
dude, I mean, what about in the military? You met any Adams, or you just
you're the
never-
first one.
Who's me?
You're
Oh,
the
I'm
first
Adam.
one.
That's crazy.
Who's
I thought you were
me?
gonna say like you know everybody by their last name, but that's cool.
You're the first Adam. I know everyone by the first name. That's just gonna.
We all know an
that.
Adam.
But the Adam I met back home was lame, and you're all right, I guess.
Oh, out of 10.
Like a 7.
That's pretty
Really?
good.
You're gonna go that high?
That's pretty
No,
good.
I lied. So maybe if he was like, how tall are you? Like 5'4"?
I'm 6'2". I've actually
That
said
is true, yeah.
I've actually said it multiple
We
times on the
measured that on
podcast.
stream, actually.
6'2"?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
one of the older
6'2".
streams, not
Dude, if you're
big enough
6'2",
to
then
bump
I'm
me.
fucking 9 feet tall.
What's that mean?
Who laughed at that?
Toast. Stop laughing. So anyways, I'm 5'9". Alright, I'm 5'10". So I'm 5'10", dude. What?
You're rounding
What's
it up.
happening?
You're rounding it up.
Dude, Toast
I'm
is over
5'10"
there
and like
eating
185 pounds, dude. I'm pure man.
Ratatouille.
I'm literally your average adult American male. Full-blooded.
Full-blooded.
What's
What
your
does that
next
mean?
topic, dude? What are we talking
I
about?
brought it up and you sidetracked me.
Dude,
Hey, every time.
7 out of 10 gets you somewhere in life.
Dude,
Next topic.
I was talking about the M Cave and the disappearance of Kenny Beach.
100%.
Who's
So-
Kenny Beach? That guy who plays the saxophone?
So this dude,
Kenny V?
Yeah.
so
Right.
this dude had a YouTube channel, right? And he, so the first three videos, are him talking about, like, so it's Shark Tank inventions, right? Like he was like, hey, I have this idea, right? 2 of them were actually pretty good. I forget what they were, but I was like, damn, I would buy that, like, just for convenience. I forget what they were though, so they must not have been that great. But so he was sitting there. So he was a big alien like conspiracy theorist, right? He commented on this channel like,
There it is, dude.
I go on these hikes all the time. This is actually in Vegas. He was like, I go on these hikes all the time. So he was like, I go on these hikes all the time, like around like the. He said like bombing areas, which is like the knitter, like the what does that stand for? The Nevada Test and Training Range.
Yes, yeah.
He was like, yeah, it was like a bombing area, which is definitely knitter, not. Huh? NTTR, the Nevada Test and Training Range.
Huh?
He said he went on these hikes all the time, right? Horrible idea because they fucking practiced like bombing and shit out there.
Nukes.
Huge area, not nukes but bombs.
Yeah.
He would go on these hikes all the time, right? He found this canyon, and he said he went there and he found a cave that was shaped like a perfect capital M.
Really?
Yeah, and he said this dude said he had been all over that entire area, like all over like the Mojave Desert, and he had never come across a cave. So he said he went into every cave he came across, like to see what was in there, like rattlesnakes or whatever. He went in there. And he said his whole body started vibrating, and he just felt like a huge sense of dread, and he left. He said that's the only cave he's ever went to in his entire life that he was scared of going into. So
Really?
he commented that on some channel that was talking about aliens, like this huge like alien conspiracy theorist. I forget what like the channel name is.
Nice.
Yeah, welcome to Adam.
Yeah,
Keep going.
just keeps fucking sidetracking me.
Joke's on me, I suck. Go ahead.
And so he goes into this cave, he leaves, and then he comments this on his channel, and like YouTube commenters, it's like 2014, 2015, so like everyone on the internet is a dick. They still are, but everyone was like, prove it. So he was like, all right, I know exactly where this fucking cave is. Fuck you.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So the first 3 videos on
Wait,
his
you
channel.
didn't like take any pictures or like video it the first time you went?
No. So he goes out there, right? And so he tries to find it, and he gets into this canyon, right, where he's like, it should be here. Like, this is where I'm pretty sure it was at. And he can't find anything. Like, they kind of see this cave, but like, or not a cave, but like an area that kind of looks like an M. Like, you can see like the first, like that. Like, if it was a capital M, like, boom, 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 and then nothing else, right? And then, so he keeps going and he can't find it, and then he leaves. He was like, yo, it was like a 40-hour hike, like, I'm done. Like, he's like, he was 49 years old, I think.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm
It
tired.
said 47 up there.
Did it say 47?
Yeah. Did you have that to where everybody could see it, Toast?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can pull it up. If you want.
My fault.
Yeah, you should be.
I was close enough.
No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, like, yeah.
40, yeah,
Can
47.
everybody see that now?
47.
Cool.
So in the video where he goes out there and is trying to find it, you can see that like the kind of like half M in there, and then he's like, yo, I can't find this cave. So he leaves, he's like tired. He's like, yo, my toenails are falling off, like I'm done, like I'm not finding this. Yeah, like he was super dedicated. So like he goes out there again, right, and he doesn't film anything. And never seen again.
Really?
Never. They never find anything. So they find his phone near this mine shaft, right? They search the mine shaft, nothing.
How close was it to the M?
That's crazy, dude.
They probably didn't say.
So
they didn't say. So they go. So a bunch of people went out there and tried to find this thing, right? There's a video actually on YouTube of this dude finding what he thinks is it, and dude, it looks like there's like it looks like this rock fell off, right? But there's nothing on the ground, like if you've been out in like the wilderness, like and you've seen like boulders and shit, like where rocks fall down and you can see like the boulders on the ground, right? Nothing there.
Yeah.
There's like rocks put up against this cave, right? And you can see like that same thing. And it looks like, dude, it looks like there's caulking like on like that part.
No shit.
Yeah, it looks like it's fake. So like people saw that thing, like that video, and people were like, that kind of looks like it, but it's not tall enough. Like we don't know how like long ago he saw that like cave, because he said he was as tall as him, and he was like average size, not like you, but like average size. But like five.
Why did you laugh so hard at that?
I don't know, dude. You're 6'2". Keep on going.
Yeah, so he said he was like average size, like he could have like walked into it, but like he didn't say how long ago he had seen it. And so his wife, or like his girlfriend at the time, came out and said like he was depressed, like he tried to kill himself. And like he went out into the desert and was like dedicated to never be found again, right? Because he left his phone at the mine shaft, which was like I think like a quarter of the way out to where he thinks the cave would have been, which is where the cave was. Because now there's a danger, do not enter sign in front of.
What do you think the cave is?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Let's go look at it.
For him to say that there was. Dude, so this dude that went out there in the video afterwards, so he went up there and was like, dude, I think this is it. These rocks that are up here look fake, and if you look, you can kind of see like half of the M. He was like, I think this is it, and I think they covered it up. And if you do, so the video that he went out there and recorded, like this, so a bunch of people went out there looking for him. He went out there and.
Of course, he's a missing person.
Yeah, he's a missing person, and a bunch of people were already interested in it because, like Area 51, like there's a bunch of shit out here that people don't know about.
Yeah.
So he went. So like a bunch of people went out there looking for him. This dude found it. Like it was in his video, and like exactly like where he was. He was like, it should be here. Like I don't know where it went. It was right there. Like if you go back and watch that video, like it's there. And he was sitting there, or the guy that went back and like found it. He was like, yeah, this looks fake. Like this rock shouldn't be here. It doesn't look the same. He was like, it looks like it's like cocked on. Like it looks like it shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Dude, when he started walking away, he like threw up and was like, I feel horrible. I feel sick to my stomach right now. He's like, he like sat down for like 20 minutes. He's like, I just can't get this feeling out. Like, so people think that it's like government or aliens or some shit, like government technology, like with sound waves or something like what you were saying with like that other one, or aliens, which I don't know. Out here in the Nevada testing training range, I doubt it. But the fact that there's a danger, do not enter sign in front of a blocked off cave now is a little suspect.
That's weird.
Right.
Dude, so first off, let's just get this out of the way. It's mathematically impossible for there not to be
aliens.
An alien is just an extraterrestrial being, right? Or anything living. Even if that's a microorganism, technically that's still an alien. It's literally mathematically impossible for there not to be another living species somewhere in the universe, right? So therefore, to me, if it's mathematically impossible, if there's trillions, don't laugh at that. If there's trillions and trillions of galaxies, right?
Yeah.
How could there not be one other
intelligent species?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So therefore, how could one not be more intelligent than us. It's completely plausible.
It's completely plausible. There's like a couple theories with that actually, right? Is that either we're super early and that we're the first ones to have like gained sentience, or like the other ones are like super advanced and they're like, ah, fuck these guys, you know, like we don't need anything from them because they're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it's like kind of horrifying because like you have these aliens out here that are super intelligent, or you have these aliens out here, or like we're the only ones that are smart.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go
so
ahead.
Mary Jo said leprechaun story. What's that about? And first off, Tell said that I am 6'4". That's a confirmation. Jason Riveros wants to know if that's Bud Light Platies.
It is Bud Light Platies.
That is Bud Light Platies. It's a premium beer.
Dude, as we can all see, Adam just stood up. Now this is me standing up. Yeah, let's just observe that.
This is me standing.
You want it?
Alright, now let's sit down.
He's ready.
Okay, so those fucking legs, dude. You see how they're up to your
You got some fucking quids.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
So
now
6'4".
I will tell you. Oh, you want to keep on reading afterwards?
Let me take a gander here.
Yeah.
She said Kevy is right. I don't know who Kevy is. Oh, Kevy. Oh, who's Kevy, dude?
That's my boy, dude. That's
Guys, I gotta wear these glasses because I'm wearing contacts also. Chris, your mom is in front of the ladies.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
go.
not read that one.
Jay
Yeah.
Riv said, let's go.
Hey, beer
Right,
choice,
Adam
Bud Light
looks
Platinum.
5'11" from Nate Higg. Dude, these people are on fire. You know what? What's the leprechaun story? Mary Jo, please.
So,
Throw it in the comments. I want to know.
Well,
Hey, did
I'll tell you.
Hey, did whoever bring in the UFO comment like say something about their story?
Hey.
I
Oh,
don't
that
know
was
what it
Mary Jo also. Dude, Mary Jo, you're just throwing out UFO and leprechaun stories and not saying anything. That's crazy.
Bring it up.
You know,
Let's hear it.
Hey, how many more topics do you have?
I have a few, but I want to hear some personal
Get
stories
some
about
gander.
some crazy
Here,
shit.
let's move into this. Sorry, guys. Going full Adam here.
Yeah.
All right. Creepy shit in the woods.
Yeah, you want me to tell my
Yes!
story first?
you tell yours, and then I might be able to
And then I
follow
might
that
be able
up.
to tell mine.
Alright,
I'll tell mine before Chris.
so mine isn't like any paranormal shit, it was just like
Got a
probably
sucker in
like,
his pocket.
I have a story that I think is paranormal, right? I'm not like a huge like religious person or like a huge like supernatural person, right? But I believe there's shit out there that we don't know about.
Yeah, dude, I got you. Like, you're not a supernatural guy, but you
Yeah.
watch the TV show.
Yeah, right? So, this one story that I have, so this is just someone that was either like stalking me out in the woods, I don't know. But
shit.
yeah, dude, this shit is crazy.
I'm ready. Let me hear it.
So, the neighborhood that my buddies grew up in, right? So, like, me and my friends grew up in this neighborhood.
Wait, so let me ask you, for presidents.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
For presidents, yeah. Woo. Yeah,
I
no,
had
you
a
said
good
it right.
time at a bar before we were here. Hey, so you're from Boston.
Braintree, but it's close enough to Boston.
There it is. That's what I want to know. Was it actual Boston?
No.
So it's a.
It's like a suburb outside of Boston. It's like, without traffic, it's like 9 minutes away.
Okay, there you go. There's
It's
a
closer fucking from Braintree to Boston than it is Henderson to Vegas.
Braintree.
Braintree.
So everybody from there is smart.
Braintree, yeah, we're
Braintree.
fucking geniuses.
Dude, yeah, I mean, you seem like it. Let's go.
I
All right,
am.
what's the story?
So, this block that my buddies grew up in, right, like 3 of them lived right here. So, like, imagine, like, the blocks here in Vegas. I mean, not you, because you live in a fucking gated community, but...
Some people are rich.
Yeah, some people are rich. But, so, like, in North Vegas, at least, like, the blocks are, like... So, like, imagine houses outside, like, this huge plot of woods, right? We fucking grew up in there. Like, me and my friends, like, once I hit middle school, like, I started hanging out with these kids. A giant plot of woods, like, we would build forts in there all the time.
Love that, yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
we were hanging out in there, like,
Same.
all the time.
Yeah.
And, so...
Good influences or what? What's going on here?
Good influences when we were younger, fucking hoodlum shit when we were older.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Shit with my hood rat friends. I got you.
Yeah. So, once we got older, like, we were out there, like, drinking and shit, and, so, but all my buddies lived within, like, a 2-minute walk of, like, where our fort was. Like, it was in the same spot the entire time we were growing up.
Was it like a clubhouse or something?
It was, dude. I don't know where we got, like, I was thinking about it today, thinking about talking about it. I don't know where we got all these planks of wood from, but, like, we built, like, legit forts in this, like, in these
Guess we're
woods.
probably stealing, like,
So,
what am I thinking about
I
here?
do too.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where we were getting them from, but we were getting them.
Dude, what am I thinking of? Pallets. You guys probably were stealing pallets.
No,
from,
dude, they were
like,
legit,
Walmart.
like planks of wood, like like the size of this room, like the length of this room.
Cabins.
Yeah, like we were building like shit, like so we had set
Lincoln
like
logs. Yeah.
So there was like 4 trees, right? We had set them up like so there was like a plank here, like all the way across, like in a square, and then we put a tarp over it, like this massive tarp, like length and then width. So it was like a square basically, right? And we were drinking out there, and all my buddies were like, "Hey, we're gonna head back to my friend Michael's house." He lived like a minute and a half away from where the fort was at. That's what we called it, right?
Yeah.
The fort. And
how many guys were in the club?
well, that was probably like 12.
Holy shit!
It was a big club.
That's pretty exclusive.
Big group of friends. So like me and my friends grew up like in my
Who
neighborhood.
wouldn't be in the club, of course?
Like so my neighborhood, there's probably like 6 of us, and then like their neighborhood, there's probably like another 5, so like 11 or 12. That was like 6, but he kind of had like schizophrenia, so he got like booted.
Damn. What did he see?
I don't know. Dude hit puberty when we were 12 years old. He almost tried to kill me, I think. Got another story about that, but that's for another time.
The next show.
Yeah. And so we were out there in the woods, right? So we were all drinking and shit, and then they all were like, "Hey, we're gonna head back to Michael's house." So they're all heading back, and I sit there and ask Michael, I was like, "Hey, you come with?" It's pitch black out, right? Like, my phone is dead, I don't have my flashlight. I was like, "Hey, you wanna help me clean up real quick so we don't have to do it later on?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So I'm sitting there, like, I'm outside the fort, like, I had, like, this bag of trash, and I was like, "Hey, are you coming with me?" Like, I was like, "Hey, Michael, you coming with me?" He's like, "Probably from, like, here to Toast, right? But in pitch black forest." Nothing. No words, nothing. I was like, "Are you good?" I was like, "You coming with me?" Nothing. So I was like, "Alright." I was like, "Alright, I'll see you there, I guess." I head back, he's there. So we were the last 2 there, right? Or so I thought. I head back, nothing.
So I thought.
He was already there. Everyone else already head back, and he had already head back. So I get there and he's there. I was like, "How did you beat me here?" He's like, "What do you mean? I left like 5 minutes ago." That was some random fucking dude in the woods that was just standing there for God knows how long. Because if he had been coming up while I was like outside cleaning up, I would have heard him. Because, you know, it's all fucking dead leaves and like twigs and shit. I would have fucking heard him. I don't know how long that dude was standing there for. I got back and I was freaked out. I didn't go back in there by myself. I used to go in there by myself all the time. Like, never again. I never went back in there by myself again.
Dude, I feel that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Because, like, A, like, what was that dude doing there? B, like, what did he want? C,
Why didn't he say
anything? You know, like, because, you know, like, you know, it's like, it's a big, like, plot of woods, but it's not, like, huge, you know, like, if we were fucking having a party in there, like, they would call the cops, like, we would fucking run.
Yeah.
Had these fucking great hiding spots. Got away from the cops so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But,
The cops.
yeah, the fucking feds. But, I got away from them so many times in those woods, and, the fact that he didn't say anything and the fact that my buddy was already there, I thought it was him because he said he was staying back.
Yeah.
That shit creeped me out, like, beyond creeped out. I don't even know. Like, that's the first time I ever came into contact with, like someone,
A pedo?
like an actual person that was, like, there, you know? Because, like, a lot of people have, like, stories of, like, them, like, getting, like, attempting to be, like, trafficked where they're, like, talking on the phone with someone their whole way home, and they, like, fucking sprint into their apartment or whatever, or, like, they try and fake someone out, or, like, supernatural shit. Like, this was an actual person, and he was just standing there, like, for whatever fucking reason. Didn't call the cops. Nothing.
Dude, I have something like that, but I don't think it was a human. If that makes sense. So,
I believe you. Let's
one
hear
night
it.
I was out playing Manhunt, right? Small plot of land.
Fucking
like you're
Manhunt.
saying,
It's the best game ever.
right? But it was a small game, and it was amongst family.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows this game. All 3 of you know this game, Manhunt. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm from Indiana.
So Manhunt is like
I'm from Indiana, guys. Sorry,
so
Midwest.
it's yeah, fucking pussy.
Boston.
It's like
Don't even get me started.
yeah,
This guy, Texas.
New York, but
Yeah. New York.
But so
Exactly.
Manhunt is this game. I don't know if you guys play it the same, right? But it's like hide and go seek basically. When you get tagged, so like there's one person or 2 people. It depends on how many people you're playing with. When you get tagged, you go to jail. Your buddies can tag you out, and then you go back and hide. You have a specific area that you can
Can you
hide
pay
in.
parole?
Huh?
Yeah.
Never
Go
mind.
go for it, Toast. Go for it, Toast. Yeah, pull it up.
Pull it up.
Oh, it's up. Oh,
Smiths.
wow, would you look at that?
Smiths.
Manhunt. Urban game. That's how you pronounce anything in those
This
fucking
man sucking
half
his
circles,
grubby
if you
balls.
didn't know.
I literally talked about night maneuvers last time we were on the show.
Yeah, Manhunt, dude. Manhunt refers to a number of variations of the game of tag. The goal is to avoid being tagged by anyone designated as it.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are already it, to tag anyone who has not been tagged, it is played in the dark. Wow, dude. Fuck Wikipedia.
Dude,
Yes,
I
basically
told you
exactly what
before
it
this
said.
show,
Yeah.
when we were at the bar before this, that I was a spelling bee champion. And the way you read that made me feel like you were not a spelling bee
He
champion.
was middle B. He was spelling bee too.
Oh my god, you're fucking blind.
Two things.
He was
Oh, dude, I got contacts
in
now.
middle school.
Why are you wearing your
Spelling bee champion,
glasses?
alright?
Exactly. Dude, so first off, I can't tell the story my mom's watching, so she'd fucking slaughter me if I butchered it.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much there was a fort in Baltimore where she was raised. And I don't know. I don't want to say the words, but something happened, and then all the dads went and tore down the fort, possibly.
Yeah. So
Secondly, Bon. Do you guys see that up there? Let me throw on the glasses.
I see
again,
one
Bon.
man named
You guys
Bon.
see a guy named Bon?
Jerome Bridge is
Creepy. Thank you, Bontrager. This guy fucks. He gets it. Jerome, where we're from, is the creepiest place on earth.
on Earth.
Jerome Bridge, Jerome Cemetery. There's probably a portal to hell.
I would go there alone.
What?
I would.
I would too.
Who are you
Have
gonna
you
go
ever,
with
hey,
me?
have you ever heard of the fucking Salem witch trials?
Dude, Salem rich.
They were rich.
Everybody got rich.
That's why they were fucking burned, dude.
Everybody
They didn't
got
hide
really
their
rich in
cash.
the
Hey, hold on, I'm just gonna
trials.
cut you off because you cut him off.
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna preface your story, right? I don't.
I'm gonna cut you off.
You cut him off.
I'm gonna cut him off. Hey, I
You and
didn't
him
cut
off.
you off. I'm cutting him off, cutting you off, right? So it doesn't count. I don't think that people seeing things that they can't explain, because I have a story of my own that I can't explain, but I think that people that saw something that they can't understand or they can't explain. So like,
Or fathom.
yeah,
Do you guys want to hear this?
yeah, I want to fucking hear
Okay,
it.
so we're playing Manhunt, aka Tag in the Dark with the jail and up.
Hold on, how old are you?
At this time,
Yeah.
probably like 11.
All right.
Are you drunk? 12? Am I drunk right now? No, I'm only 4 beers
Are you
deep.
drunk when you're 12?
Were you drunk at the time?
No, dude.
You sure?
It's a good question. Toast? That's a good question.
I was just eating random mushrooms I found in the woods. But so, dude, I'm out here playing fucking Tag in the Dark, right? It's a small game, dude. It really is. It's only me and a few of my cousins. I only have a few cousins.
How many?
There it is. Okay, so we're out there playing Manhunt, right? We all go to hide. Somebody's it. I'm not it. I'm hiding. So I'm out in the woods, right? I find like this great tree, dude. When I say great tree, it's fucking whole big. You know?
She's gotta be to hide you.
Whoa! Whoa! We talked about not nice things earlier. That's not nice.
What?
But I know you're saying I'm tall. So I found this nice
At least
tree.
6'5".
Right? Exactly.
Barely
I'm like-
taller than me.
What? So I find this nice tree, right? And I'm hiding behind it, right? I'm far away from the house. And like to paint a picture for everybody, right? Like you have the house up here, and then you have a 20-degree slope going all the way down into this woods.
Hang it.
Yeah, I'm burping a lot. So, house, slope, all grass, and then trees, more slope going down, right? We're all out in this woods. Find this nice tree deep in the woods, and I'm hiding there. And I have my back up against the tree, so the light from the house is shining that way. It's a floodlight, if anybody knows what that is.
I do.
So it's shining down, right? So it's creating shadows, right? I'm hiding there. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking safe. Nobody's coming down this far, right? And I'm looking down in the woods. I have my back to me because it's fall, right? There's a bunch of leaves, whatever. I'll hear them coming. Got my back to the tree, and I'm looking down. You know, I'm getting bored because nobody's finding me. I'm looking down, and all of a sudden, a silhouette of a man far away peeks out from the tree. And it's just like this. It basically cuts his body right about here. It just peeks out. I'm like, what is that? But
Don't like that.
I don't know. As a kid, you try to rationalize shit. Me now, dude, I would have fucking been out of there. But as a kid, I'm like, oh, dude, it's dark. There's shadows. My eyes are playing tricks on me. So I'm like, oh, whatever. So I
Did you
turn.
see a face?
No, silhouette. So it's all a dark outline of a human being. Basically what I'm saying.
Like
from
a silhouette.
Exactly. Glad you brought that up. So like from the Naples down at a 45-degree angle this time, no 20 anymore. So he's coming around the tree, right, and I'm seeing this, and I'm like, what the fuck? But, well, you know, whatever. Turn around, peek around the tree, see if anybody's coming down the alley. Nobody's coming. Turn back around, and dude, about 4 trees up from that, the same silhouette is peeking out the other side, like this. And at this point, I'm getting freaked out. Like, I don't, like, you know, you're young, you get hit with, like, this sense of fear,
like
and you
dread.
almost freeze up.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm standing there, I'm like, what the fuck? Turn around again, I'm like, dude, what the, like, where is everybody? Turn back around, and he's fucking 4 trees up from that. And it's just peeking around the tree like this, looking at me. And I can't even see a face, it's just dark. It's black, pitch black.
Yeah.
And I'm getting real fucking freaked out. You
Reasonable.
know, I'm getting the tingles,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm watching it, right? Snap, disappeared, gone.
Yep.
4 trees up from that, it comes up again, dude. At that point, I was like, fuck this. I start running.
Yeah.
And as I'm running up towards the house, I'm looking behind me, and it's like fucking bouncing from tree to tree.
Fuck that.
I swear, dude. I get up to the house, and I just fucking start bawling my eyes out, dude. I am so terrified.
Reasonable.
I don't even know what to do, dude. I'm fucking crying, dude. Everybody else fucking comes out of the woodwork. People were already safe, you know, like
Yeah.
they reached the point or whatever, and they're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, the devil! The devil! He's after me! At the time, dude, I could have sworn, I didn't know, I thought it was legit a demon, but it was one of the most terrifying things in my life. In my life, it was horrifying.
Dude, I'll tell you a story about Jerome.
Please.
That is creepy. I heard that one on the prior podcast that we did.
Unreleased.
So for anybody that doesn't know about this podcast, me and Chris did it for 6 months on a dry run to see if we were actually be decent at it. I'm trying to cross my leg right here in front of you. But we ain't got much room in between each other to let you guys know.
There's an example of it.
Jesus Christ!
It was close, but
Chris, you're way too comfortable.
It wasn't too close, though.
Mary Jo said cruise. What did it look like? I saw a UFO in upstate New York.
She's not elaborating. She said that already. She saw a UFO.
Jessica said, I'm telling your mom. Oh no, Toast said that. Bon Bon said, Jerome Bridge, all the creepy.
I'm a cool mom.
Yeah.
Talk about Jerome Bridge.
Dude, that's where I'm getting to. So anyways, where I'm from, I hope Bon Bon's still in here. Fuck around. Anyways, guys.
He's not. Someone left.
Where I'm from is this little place called Greentown, Indiana. It's got a population of 2,400 people based on the
24? Are you serious?
Yeah,
2,400?
based on the last census. Google it. I love saying that.
No, don't Google that.
Don't Google that.
He's
Toast,
from
you're good. You don't. I just say
the
that
woodwork.
in basic
The
conversation
woodwork,
anymore
dude, the
because of people that I know.
Actually,
that
Google that.
I
See
gotta
what it
fucking
is.
fact
No,
check
don't.
them. I
No,
gotta
I'm serious,
fact check them all the time. But anyways, there's a place right outside of town called Jerome, dude. And if you take a bike ride, if you come to Greentown like you want to, but it'll probably never happen. We're gonna take a bike ride out to Old Jerome during the day. Dude,
I wanna go at
trying
night.
to holding a fart.
No, I had something in both my eyes at the same time.
Oh, it's probably contacts that you put in your eyeballs.
Fun fact, dude.
No,
Adam cannot put in context
I'm
for
telling
shit.
the story
Yeah, let's
here.
listen to Adam.
Never
here.
mind.
First off, I'm
Never mind.
6'4" and I can put in contacts.
With the help of 4 people, 4 grown men.
Cheese and rice, that isn't even close to
Yeah,
the truth.
continue on though.
It's 6
Oh shit,
people.
dude! I got a meal in my bag that I forgot to take out. But go ahead.
That's disgusting.
It's bison.
Dude, that bison. Dude, this guy's bison meal prep smells like it's literally. I call it ground round because I'm educated. Other people call it ground beef.
That's a small town thing, dude.
like man. Give me 2 pounds of ground round.
What's
You ever
round
been to a
about?
meat shop?
What is round
Yeah, but
about
I've
the
never heard
ground?
of ground round before.
Really?
What's
Never.
round about the
Oh
ground?
my. You know, guys, go to a little culinary class.
Tell me this.
Educated.
Okay,
Educated.
since you've gone apparently, what is round about the ground?
That's not where we're going, Chris.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Hey, Adam.
Where we are going is to Jerome Bridge.
National
Hey,
Cemetery.
because I'm educated, I never took culinary class. We actually had an education at my school.
What was it?
You want me to list off every class?
Boston does actually have a high education.
There's not
You
enough time
guys
for
got
those.
like Harvard and
There's not enough time for those classes.
yeah.
I had to fucking learn everything on my own.
What do you mean, like just
Street
regular
smart, dude.
math?
Yeah, I mean, I still.
I mean, most people got to learn regular
cook.
math on their own.
I don't know how to cook, but like I know
I
some
don't know
people
how to cook either.
I know some people took welding as like an actual high school class.
Well, I mean, where I was from is because they actually went to a school like right after high school where they went to welding.
Dude, they
only had like one class.
Dude, so we had a high school class that was for agriculture. We had a high school class that was for trades.
Yeah.
And then we had a public school.
I mean, that's good though. You know what is good about that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking go on this. Everyone says you gotta go to fucking college to get a good fucking paying job. That is not true at all.
Not at all.
People can literally go get a skilled trade job and make more than people that spent a shit ton of money to go to college. And then they're paying student loans.
How much money?
It doesn't matter.
That was like the biggest thing when I went
I
home.
say that
Actually,
a lot, doesn't it? I say that a lot, doesn't it?
let me see that.
Why
Hey,
this
give
guy
me
got
that shit.
lollipops in his pocket?
Give me that fucking
You're
lollipop.
sus, bro.
You're fucking-
sus.
Hey, give me that fucking lollipop.
Let's all taste the sucker. How about
You got
that?
3. All right, fine.
Let's all taste the sucker.
So anyways, like I said, you can get paid going, getting a skilled trade job. But anyways, drum, right? Man, are we getting off topic tonight, boys?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What kind of bullshit is that?
Dude, his sucker wasn't even attached to
That's
this.
fun. Listen,
You guys are having a hard time with this one.
How do you do that? Yeah.
They both pulled out their suckers. I'm gonna see if I can get this.
yeah, go.
Yeah, please.
No, I'm gonna get it, boys.
MacArthur.
What's that mean?
If you were educated, you would know.
What's that mean?
Wait,
Look it up, Toast.
This is the taste test. Hold on.
So anyways, guys, I gotta talk about this. We
Fucking
go out
open
to,
this shit
we
first.
go out to Jerome. Are the comments off? Stream chat. Read
Oh, it's not
only.
bad.
I can't see anything.
Refresh it.
This guy. Anyways, you got YouTube on there? Did you put YouTube on
It's
there?
all on there, asshole. Keep on talking.
Asshole. We go to Jerome.
Yeah.
Dude, you look so fucking smart, dude. You literally look like you're from Massachusetts.
I am from Massachusetts, and I am so fucking smart. Keep talking though.
So, we go out to Jerome, where we're from, right? And,
You didn't say you were from Jerome though. You said you were from some fucking
from
other
Greentown.
town. Yeah, there you
There's
go.
literally a town right next to us called Jerome. It's all the same place. The small towns are more than one place.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, so pretty much we go out to this bridge, dude, and there's this bridge that's haunted. They got haunted Jerome Bridge. They also have haunted Jerome Cemetery. If you drive your car, you go in there, turn off your lights, drive around Jerome Cemetery. It's literally a perfect circle.
Mm.
It's a circle. It's not a triangle. It's a circle. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Anyways, and so then there's supposed to be like a guy that comes out with devil dogs and shit. You guys are stretching on my jaw. Did I not tell you that was my pet peeve today?
Those
I don't
things
have
are
a-
already fucking
Me
stretched
you-
out.
Yeah,
That's why I fucking put them on.
These things go that far, dude.
You act like they're broke.
Wait, should I bring up my picture that I drew today?
Hey,
No.
hey, McKinney.
That's next podcast.
Okay,
Hey, if they can fit my
Hey,
fucking
actually,
head,
you also promised.
they're already stretched. If they can fit my fucking head, they're already stretched.
Dude, we are so off topic.
Yeah, continue on. Okay,
Yeah,
Jones
so
Bridge
Jerome.
Road.
Jones.
I go out there with my boys named Chris, Josh, and some other kid that doesn't want to be mentioned because he's always under the radar. He's like one of those kids, like if his parents ever found out he's hanging out with you, he'd be in shit Creek.
That was me.
Which was always fun because I was always down Shit Creek growing up. God, you look smart as fuck. What do I look like in those?
Not smart.
So he kind of looks homosexual.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Dude, we go up and we're gonna steal this stop sign that says 420 on it. And we go up, dude. I don't know if you guys have ever stole a stop sign before. You have to have the
I
proper
pulled
tools.
one. No, you don't. I pulled one right out of the ground. I
Is
have
it not
two-
concreted into the ground?
It was.
Oh, well, you must be a fucking Superman.
I have two people that confirmed
You
that.
open this for me?
Yeah, gotcha.
I've been messing with it forever. Pretty much, dude. I don't even want to tell this story.
Don't tell the story. You're sidetracking yourself. You're sidetracking
Mine
yourself
stayed in
trying
the
to open
thing.
this
Mine
fucking.
stayed in the thing. Check that out.
You're trying to
Anyways,
fucking sidetrack yourself.
pretty
opening
much
this
we're
fucking
going out and we're gonna
lollipop.
steal this sign, and I go 50 yards down the road because I don't want these cops to like sneak up on us. And something's moving out in the woods, like right next to me. Like we're surrounded by woods. We're down this road, and
What?
yeah. And so we're down this road.
I think they might just take a while to come in.
Keep on going, dude.
Yeah, fucking.
We're down this road, dude. We're still in the stop sign. My friends are like undoing it. I go up the road because there's like a blind spot. If like anybody's gonna come up around the corner,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to see them because it's all trees, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, cool, whatever. And so I hear something moving next to me, dude. It literally sounds like 5 deer, like all moving at once. It's fucking massive. I'm like, god dang. All right. Kind of freaks me out, so I move like 25 yards back up, right? I'm just sitting there, I'm watching them, I'm watching my back, watching them, watching my back. Literally hear this thing that also says like 25 yards, right? And so, oh, sorry, Chris.
Wait, so did you see the deer or did you just think it was deer?
No, dude, I heard something massive in the woods, and then I hear it again, so I go back up to the car and I go, dude, guys, there's something in the woods. Yeah, it sounds like a movie title.
Yeah.
And there's like, dude, you're just trying to fuck with us, McKinney, and all this shit. My last name's McKinney. And so there's like, yeah, I'm like, whatever, dude, I'm sitting in the car. What are you doing? And so I sit in the car, dude, I'm sitting right behind like the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching them like get this like 420 stop sign undone. And pretty much like, dude, it's one guy holding another guy up while he's like untying it and shit, you know, and doing it, whatever. And dude, I just see them both like whip their heads real quick, and there's like, what was that? And I see them like talking in between each other. I can't hear what they're saying because I'm sitting in the car and I'm like, they get it.
Yeah.
They hear something in the woods. Yeah. And then like they start, they're just like, blah, blah, whatever. They go back, they're like doing this stop sign, blah, blah, blah. And then same thing happens, dude. I see them both go, and then they just fucking like drops the small one.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not the small guy. I'm obviously holding the other guy that's like small. Yeah.
Reasonable.
And so yeah, I'm 6'4".
Makes sense.
And
Yeah,
so and then like, dude, they run back in the car and they're like, dude, there's something in the woods, and I go, no shit. They're like, dude, and then like we all got, there's 4 of us. I don't even know what the other guy was doing. I think he was actually up the road the other way. And then like, dude, just like doing stuff, and we took off, man. It was crazy, Chris. You should have been there, man.
Yeah. So, where was I go? Did I have a story to tell after that?
I have
don't
a
think
story
so.
to tell after that.
Dude, we all got a story.
So have you guys ever heard of Cape Cod?
Yeah, dude.
Obviously, right?
Great
It's like,
popcorn.
yeah. Also great white sharks. So that's where Jaws was filmed.
Yeah.
What's up, Toes?
But besides that, right? So my buddy is fucking like, his dad is like filthy rich, like got a Cape House. Cape House is like for the rich people, right? Like they have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like fucking owning like a Henderson house out here, but
O'Neal broke the
so
comments.
he owns a fucking.
Hey, who's Sean?
My brother.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
He said O'Neal broke the comments.
I don't know why he said that.
I love it.
But so my buddy had a Cape House. We were sitting out there, right? So we're having, it's like a fire pit, right? So there's a fire pit right here. Like one of my buddies is sitting where you're at, and the other one is sitting like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the other side, right? There's this huge bush in their backyard, or in the Cape House like backyard. Dude, I look up and I see this like, it's like probably like 7 feet tall, right? I see this white, like I'm not, like the reason I say I don't sit there and like discredit people who like have seen shit that they can't explain is because like I've seen shit that I can't explain. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I can explain it, you know?
Yeah.
I can't.
It tastes like shit.
Excuse me. It tastes like freedom. But you missed. But so like this bush is enormous. It's like gotta be, so I look up and see this white face, like pure white face, right? Like a mouth and eyes, that's all I see, right? Like 7 feet up in the air. And I turn around and I'm like, what the fuck? And I book it. Like I was like probably like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm done. I fucking turn around and book into the wood, like into the house, right? And they follow me. Like they didn't even see what I saw, and they fucking follow me. And they were like, what did you see? I was like, I saw a face like up in the bush, and I don't know what the fuck it was, but you know, it was up there, and fucking, you know, we gathered the spirit and the bravery to go out there, and there was nothing out there, but you know, I'm pretty sure I saw something that I have no idea. And you said like it was like either 5 deer or one like Bigfoot.
Dude,
right?
I didn't see anything. I just heard something, and it was moving in the woods. And then I'd move up the road, and it moved in the woods again. And I was like, dude, fuck this.
Dude, so
You know?
so the reason I didn't bring it up, and the reason I told him about it, and the reason I didn't end up bringing it up like in the end was, so missing 411 is this book series by David Paulides, right? It's the series where this guy talks about missing cases. So there's like a bunch of like people that have gone missing around national forests.
Yep, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, so he's gone missing like around like people that have gone missing like in clusters. So there's a bunch of different like specific like things that these people have to fall into, right, to fall into these cases, and a lot of them end up being around like national forests, like highways, like whatever, like disappearing with like no trace, like whatever. But that dude, like David Paulides, has published a separate book of him believing in Bigfoot, which is like why I don't think it's like super credible, because he leaves out like important details that like, but he still like investigates the cases, but he leaves out details that are like important to the cases.
Yeah.
And dude, but they were out in the Sierra. It's like the Sierra Nevada camp. There's like a documentary about it. You can like, so this, they don't really talk about it too much in the documentary, right? But they show this footage, right, where there's these people talking. These people that go out to this camp every year, right, in California, they don't talk about like where it is. Like they just say like the general location, but like that general location is like an area of like fucking like 2,000 miles. Like any ridge that's between like 8,500 and fucking 10,000 feet. There's a lot of ridges out there that are like in that range. And dude, they said, so the people that went out there like said they heard like weird shit out there, and like screams and like communication out there that they couldn't explain. And so they had someone come out there that was like a friend of them that had like actual photography and like video equipment. He recorded this shit and sent it to like 2 colleges, and then it got verified by 3 more that it could not have been within the human vocal range. And if you look it up, dude, it's called
Really?
look up the Sierra camp like footage, and you'll hear them like fucking screaming and shit, and it sounds almost like human cadence, like they're having a conversation. Like I'm not gonna sit there and say Bigfoot is real, but there's people I'm not gonna sit here and say it isn't real, you know.
There's weird shit with Bigfoot, man.
Dude, like the thing that made me believe in shit that's like that, I went to Alaska. I went to Alaska, and so like that one patch of woods that I was in, right, where I was telling the story before, like was like fucking maybe like half a mile long, and Are you guys laughing at me? I'm gonna leave.
No.
I'll walk out right now.
I'll fucking leave right now. I swear to God.
I'm laughing at his face.
So that like patch of woods that I had fucking experienced that shit in, right? Like it was a person, but like even like that like thing that I believe was supernatural that I can't explain was in Cape Cod, and that was like in my buddy's bush in his backyard, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, when I went to Alaska, so I went to Denali National Park. That area, I mean, you're from New Hampshire, so you'll know.
Yeah.
So that area is, or you're from New York, whatever. Same
No, I
thing.
thought you were serious. I thought you were making a joke. I thought you were making a joke.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing, but you'll see.
It is.
So
Michigan.
So I mean, you've been to New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Denali National Park, right? So Denali National Park is 3 times the size of New Hampshire.
Jesus.
Yep. And it's the 3rd largest national park in the United States. And the other 2 are in Alaska, but the other 10 are like wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
They're not in New England. But just the fact that people have seen shit out there and like can't explain it, like I'm not gonna sit there and say like, oh, that didn't happen. Like there's an explainable reason for that. Fucking the Dyatlov Pass is enough reason for that. And for the fact that people say like, oh yeah, like Russia, like Africa, like wherever the fuck, like people have seen the shit that like lines up with that. I'm not gonna sit here and say Bigfoot isn't real, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it isn't real. You know?
That's terrifying.
It's horrifying, dude.
Dude, I can almost
the fact that people could go missing in these areas, because if you like think about it, right, like the pioneers, like the fucking like Donner like party or whatever, like the fact that people can like switch back to that like primitive like people think like technology is so advanced like whatever, and then they go back to this like primitive fucking like mentality, like cannibalism, like whatever they have to resort to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Because of one tragedy, right? Like, think about like a group of people that got separated for so long that they end up being whatever the fuck they end up being. Like, that's not too hard to like explain, right? Like, cause it's like California, like you have Death Valley, right? It's like the fucking hottest desert in the planet. But then like all of North California, like half of it's a fucking forest, you know?
Yeah.
to sit there and say that there's something like we know everything that's in there is kind of fucking stupid.
It is. Well, dude, I can connect this story real quick before we read the comments, guys. What's it called? I can connect this story to... Dude, there's apparently... There's apparently a story like that. I don't remember. I probably blocked it out as a kid. But apparently I jumped down a flight of stairs because I was so scared.
Chris, the Gettysburg Ghost. Tell the Gettysburg story.
Kirsten, I don't remember the Gettysburg Ghost, buddy.
Maybe she'll fucking elaborate in the comments. She's fucking dropping like cryptic comments.
3 times and you don't remember it?
Well, I remember on the way out of Gettysburg, we were driving in a minivan. And
Mary Jo said facts at him. Thank you.
If anybody remembers the old minivan windows in the back, they wouldn't open or downward or whatever. They wouldn't open outward. They would just fucking barely slant.
Yeah.
And you'd pop them open. Dude, I was sitting in the very, very back, and I hated to fucking sit back there because I'd always get car sick as a kid. We saw a fucking hand reach into the window like this, pale fucking white.
Yeah.
And we looked out the window, dude, and all that we could see was another hand with a fucking, I guess a Native American tomahawk, dude.
Yeah.
And on the back side, it was like a rock whittled out, and it had all that shit on it. But that was terrifying. I don't remember the one where I jumped down the stairs. But what was I going to connect that? There's also another. Basically goes. I'd like to look at the 2 different maps of these statistics or whatever, but one goes off of. Dude, it's gonna be way too hard to pull up. You can try though. I don't know. See what you can do. But so,
I can fucking do it.
There's yours, right?
Yeah.
You have your map of all these national parks. There's also another map that goes across the United States that follows all of the mountain ranges.
Right.
That goes around, right? And at each of these mountain ranges, there's these fucking piles and piles of data of people going missing.
Yeah.
And supposedly,
Have you seen that?
Yeah, dude, that's the missing 411.
Yep.
So you have the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because of modern movies and shit like that, people associate the Appalachian people with Robbie, right? Fucking Hicks. They're they don't know shit, you know. But the Appalachian mountain range is twice the size of Italy. Appalachian Mountain Range is twice the size of Italy. It's enormous.
Yeah.
And to sit there and say we know everything that's in there is stupid. And then you have the Sierra Nevada, because
That was way too funny of you to say. You shouldn't have said that. I'm going to keep on laughing. I love you, Robbie, by the way, if you're in here. I really do.
You have, because people think it's super ignorant people, right?
Yeah.
And they say, I'm sure some of them are oh yeah, I'm trying to get attention, but you have the people that fucking go on these shows and these commentaries, right? And they're I don't want to show my face because, I don't want to get criticized. But they have a story to tell,
Oh yeah.
100%. If you're not going to sit there and be I want the fame from this, but I have something that I saw that I can't explain, let me tell you.
I'm all for that.
Right? And then, people, because I've seen videos, right, of because people are oh, we're going to go to China.
Yeah.
And people are oh, you have the Appalachian right here and the Sierra Nevada and the Rockies right here. Dude, those are 2 huge fucking mountain ranges. Massive, that cover, the entire size of the country.
Yeah.
To sit there and, you have the mountains, but then you have the forest that surrounds all of that. That's all protected land or whatever. To sit there and say that we can identify everything that's in there is stupid. That's a massive amount of area.
It's impossible, dude.
Because, I was stationed in Germany, right?
Yeah.
It took, probably 3 hours to drive. Or the furthest country we were was 6 hours. The closest one was probably 45 minutes. If you took a European and put them because I drove up to Oregon, right, from Nevada.
Yeah.
I've done it twice. If you fucking took them here, and halfway between here and Salem, Oregon is Reno, Nevada.
Just one plus. That's not the Salem where the witch trials.
No, that's Massachusetts, where I'm from.
Okay.
Halfway from Las Vegas, Nevada, to Salem, Oregon, which is the capital of the state, is Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
Can you imagine telling a fucking European or fucking anyone that a 7-hour drive is halfway there? You know what I mean? The United States is massive.
It's huge.
Beyond, it took me going to Europe to understand that, where you could drive for fucking 7 hours, go through 4 countries.
Oh yeah.
To sit there and say, that we know everything that's out there is stupid.
It's absolutely stupid, dude.
Completely. And that's why I don't fucking sit there and yeah, people from the Midwest you might be a little bit more dumb. But to sit there and say like
Damn,
what
bro,
you
you
have,
think so?
but to sit there and say what you have experienced is wrong is incorrect.
Okay.
Do you really feel that way, Adam?
What, the Midwest?
No, that you guys are stupid or that you've seen Bigfoot. Pick one.
Oh, I mean, we have a higher education than most of the United States.
Not me,
Not
but-
really.
Not me or him, but
No, Massachusetts or
Yeah.
New York.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's mainly your guys' colleges, not your high school education. Your guys' high school education.
Look up the high school
You
education.
guys are just lucky you have some of the best universities in your area. You guys didn't go there, so it doesn't mean you guys are that smart. I'm just saying, dude. I'm being serious.
My
Yeah.
high school is like number 3 in the state.
You
Massachusetts.
Google it. Google it.
Yeah, fucking pull it up. Look up Braintree High School. Actually, no, don't. I don't want to.
Dude, I fact check everybody, guys. I'm toxic. I'm sorry.
Let me look
Because
it up
I have
first
so many
before I tell
people
you
feed
what
me
to-
bullshit anymore that I'm like 30 years old. I'm like, I don't believe anybody that what they tell me. I'm sorry, dude. Google it. Like, I had a kid fucking get to Japan. He's like, yeah, I have the most touchdowns in a fucking football game in Michigan. I was like,
You look up his
cool,
huddle or
Google
what?
it, bro. I was like, dude. He was like, I had, like, I don't know, bro. Like 12 touchdown passes in a football game. The record was 14. He actually undershot it. And I was like, damn, man. You fucked up. You fucking talked to the wrong guy. That's me. 6'4" Adam McKinney-Drew.
He is awfully tall.
I'm really not.
Hey,
But, dude, no, I'm just saying, like, yeah, you guys have the best colleges, blah, blah, blah.
It's
Yeah.
like 2000.
103rd.
103rd.
So not third,
No, but
like
it's
you just said.
Yeah,
Alright, thanks.
but it's like 2000 in the entire country.
I don't care, you said
You
third.
can look that up. How many high schools do you think there are in the United States?
I don't care.
he's a
I
fact
get a
checker.
fact
dude.
check. I'm a fact checker, bro.
He,
Go ahead.
He went off the basis that you said third.
Yeah, I did.
If I guarantee
Because
all,
everybody fucking blows everything
I
up.
forgot how many fucking Catholic prick schools there are in.
I'm not. I didn't go to a
Massachusetts.
Catholic school. I didn't go to Catholic school.
I know you guys don't have
I went
Catholic
to
schools there
public
because you guys are
schools.
stupid.
We have a bunch of Catholic schools actually.
I went to a Catholic
Chris went to
elementary
Catholic
school.
school.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Catholic prick.
Hey, well, I'm a Christian now, but it wasn't this. You know, it
Hey.
wasn't third in the state. I'll tell you that
Hey,
right now.
Chris.
I'm just saying, everybody comes from high school and says,
That's all I
I
have
was
to
at the
say.
smartest high school, and no one was. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to belittle you, but like, I don't know, dude. Everybody says that.
Well,
Yeah.
Robbie said his was first, and I looked it up and it was fucking true. So
They were also
Shit's
like
on
the
all of us.
48th fucking ranked state, and was it 48th education out of 50 states?
oh, dude, I start laughing.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no. But okay,
I'm a
so
fact checker. I'm a fact checker. That was my whole point about this show too.
Listen, I like exaggerating.
I know.
But, not about like cryptids and missing people cases, but
honestly, everything that you've said so far, I've
it's
kind
just
of
fucking dope.
yeah, I've kind of looked into a little bit myself because I don't know, dude. I'm the type of dude where I see a video of something and if it intrigues me, I'm sure all three of us, all four of us, Toasty included, the old jam bandit himself. If anybody sees something that's like semi-interesting and piques their interest,
right?
you're gonna fucking deep dive.
Instant.
So I've done that with a lot of shit. My mom brought up. I'm gonna save that for another story or another podcast or the Nectar show, actually. But it's all about like ghosts and paranormal and shit like that.
Yeah.
But dude, I've seen a lot of fucking weird shit. Oh, dude, I didn't even bring this one up. I told you I might. So me, my dad, and his buddy, fuck's his name, something Cormac. We're out on this boat in the middle of the Mohawk River, right?
Uh huh.
So we're all the way at the end. We fish there, or they fish there now every year. Go there in like the end of May, or in the beginning of May, and then the end of October. All you fish for is either smallmouth bass or fucking walleye fish. That's all that you fish for. And the reason you go down there is because there's these turbines, these water turbines, and they push out current down the river. Basically, imagine the Hoover Dam, right?
Yeah.
Much, like 100 times smaller, right? But what current creates is it creates basically a honey hole for fish. So all the fish gather there, right? And they're sitting there, so you know they're going to be there. So and that's their spawn season. So all the big fish come down there to nest or whatever. we'd go there and we were fishing one night, right? Went home on leave and we're fishing. It's nice outside, beautiful. Basically, all you do is you throw your lines in the water and you slow troll, you know what I mean? You can throw it out and jig it if you want, but we're slow trolling down this river, right? And we're looking up, I'm looking up in the sky, and I see these, so it was 3 different extremely lit objects, right? Up in the sky. And at first they're dead still, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, God damn, dude, this is some beautiful stars, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking in my head at least. And then they start doing a pattern that's completely out of any technology that the modern world has today, you know? So they start going like this. They start out, okay, there we go, I can see myself. There's these 3, right? And they move like this. Literally just like that. It looks super choppy on screen, but it's exactly how it looked.
Yeah.
Total, erratic pattern. Not erotic. And they're doing that, and I'm like, I'm seeing it, I'm looking up, I'm like, what the fuck? So I need some support on this. So I tap my dad and his buddy on the shoulder. I'm like, you guys seeing this? And they look up and they're just dead silent, just looking up there like, what the fuck, right? So they turn to me, they're like, dude, I don't know. So we sit there and we're watching these things. They're just going all around the sky, everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
All around, right? And then in a flash, they're gone. There's not a beat of light behind them. There's nothing. They're just gone. Stars dead. And we're just sitting there and it's dead silent in the boat. And we're sitting there for, minutes on minutes on minutes. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden we hear coming out of nowhere. And there's fucking a bunch of military Apaches.
Yeah.
Flew across us. Right across us. And they're following there was no line, but they just disappeared. But they're going the opposite direction of where they were, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just following them. And we just sat there in the boat, and everybody tried to come up with a theory of what happened, and nobody could.
Dude, so I'm
insane.
I'm not trying to cut you off, right? This is the last thing I'm going to say because I got to go piss. I'm going to go find your bathroom. But, so this dude, James Tedford, right? He was on a bus. So
this is good.
This is fucking insane,
okay,
right?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So this dude was on a bus, right? So this guy gets on a bus. He's going from like Vermont to Maine, right? He's from Vermont.
Yeah.
He's going from Vermont to Maine to visit like his like daughter or sister or some shit. And so everyone that got off on the last stop like said they saw him, right? Like sitting on the bus. The bus driver was like, yeah, I was talking to him until we left, and then he went back and sat in his seat, right? Bus gets to the last stop, gone. Completely gone off a missing vehicle.
Was there a camera over it or not?
No, this is in like the 50s, 60s, some shit like that. Okay. But completely gone. No windows open, his shit's still there, completely missing. Dude, they like searched like this entire stretch of highway. Like, so like the entire, like everyone that was there, like at that last stop, like said like they saw him at the last stop, like sitting there, and the bus driver, like testimony, was sitting there like, yeah, I was talking to him before we left. Missing. Like no windows open, nothing there. Like all his stuff was there, but like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Dude, they never find him. Ever.
Really?
Dude, they were searching this like stretch of highway between like his stop and like, or between like the second to last stop and the last stop. Dude, they find like 3 bodies like in like the span of 40 years. Like looking for this guy. None of them are him. Like DNA match, like none of them like match up to him. It's like I'm not gonna sit there and say like aliens aren't real, but like that's the only fucking. There's no reason for someone to go completely missing off of a moving vehicle like that.
There's got to be a sighting somewhere or something. You know what I mean? Something, right. But nothing.
Nothing. No, nothing ever found. Like hound dogs. People like out there searching, and like people are always like, oh yeah, search and rescue people, like, you know, they like go out there and try and find like people or like national ranger, like park rangers. They live in the woods, like that's their job, is to be in the woods and find people, right? And they can't find a trace of anybody.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't like.
It's unheard of. Think about this, dude.
See, but like you say it's unheard of, but like it is heard of, you know? Like that shit happens like way too frequently for it to be like a coincidence.
I guess the better word is unspoken, you know what I mean? Nobody, it's not publicized. You know?
Right,
like,
I'm gonna go find your bathroom, though.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Switch that back there.
Toasters.
Appreciate it. We got any further comments? No? Alright. Chris, tell the story of Gettysburg. You really don't remember the story of Gettysburg? Alright. Facts and atoms, alright. Jess, nobody's high here. No? Who else is high? Is that what she keeps asking? Who else is high right now? She doesn't keep repeating it. Alright, guys.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't.
tell you what. That was good. That was a good episode.
That was great, dude. I think your high school is very intelligent, by the way.
I'm not butthurt, dog. I'm just fact checking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm mckinney-drew. This is Chris Warwick.
Yeah, the bear.
Thank you for watching episode 5 of Sweet Nectar. View in next week for episode 6. It's gonna be pretty good.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day to chill with us, guys. Appreciate you. Catch you in the next one.
Comment in the YouTube comments of what you think about those conspiracies and paranormal events. Chris will try to remember what happened in Gettysburg when he was a child that he blocked out. So, for trauma reasons.
Something. If I dolphin dove down a flight of stairs, something bad must have happened. It's not typical.
You literally did that today.
Well, alright, guys. I'll fucking catch you on the next one.